is up, my friends? How's everybody doing today? We're getting an early morning hype. Let me guess, it's not that early. Noon for me. What is it for you guys? I mean, DeKine's in here. Jeez, it's got to be like, what, 5 in the morning? I have no clue. What? Way earlier over there. It's always the question. How early is too early for a break? What do you guys think? Like around noontime? I think, because it's still morning for a lot of people. Wanted to give you guys a little cheers. Black. It's the only way to do it. If you put cream and sugar in your coffee, you must. I'm not going to make fun of you because I want to, but I'm not going to, because I was a heavy cream and sugar guy for most of my life, and then I had a kid. And when you have a child, it's just black coffee. That's all you got time for. Right out of the pot, into the cup. Black as night. Bitter as all. You know what. But man, it goes down good. So who's here nice and early today? We've got Josh, Buzz, Christopher, Matthew, Dirt Rat, what's happening? He says, well, hello there. Grab your Joe and watch that dude striker pull the fire. That's what I'm talking about, Dirt Rat. Christopher went to our first card show this weekend. Had a good time. Awesome. Hope you picked up some bangers. I need to go to a card show, man. I'm just going to start hounding the Beckett. Usually they have like all the listings. See, I got the new one here. Newer. Hold on a second. Peel my home address off of here so people don't get any ideas. Mad Max. Love to see it. But they have like classified ads where there's a whole bunch of grade shows. Yeah, not grade shows, card shows. I haven't even looked at it yet. I'm looking at this for the first time with you guys right now. Even though it arrived not too long ago. Where is Michigan? Got anything in Michigan? Saginaw, that's a little ways away. Jackson, even farther. That's it, eh? Oh, wait, Grand Rapids, way farther. Bay City, far away. Okay, so everything's real far away. But I'd take the trip to Saginaw, I think. I think I'd make the run. Alan says somebody got out of bed early this morning. Must have got to bed at a decent hour last night. Smart man. Yeah, you know it. You should be a detective. Anybody tell you that? Yeah, I got to bed at such an early hour. You probably wouldn't even believe me if I told you. I mean, we're talking. It's probably the earliest I've ever went to bed. Like, I actually, because I wasn't feeling good yesterday, about twice a year, I get this just horrible sinuses, even after the shots. But then I figured out how to get rid of it. So if you guys ever have this happen, try my method. So if you just have the constant drips all day long and you're just blowing your nose all day, you're sneezing and you're like, try this. Drink, just nonstop drink water all day. It seems so easy, but I'm talking like 15 cups of just all day drinking, and then you're going pee all day. Because what I think is when you have all this, mucus draining out of your system, you're trying to get rid of something. Your body's trying to get rid of something. So help it out and help it go out the other way too. And you drain it all out and you go to bed real early. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock last night, maybe like 8:30. I mean, I was in bed and it was still 7 something. I was just like laying in bed. Woke up this morning, $1 million. Everything's good. Everything's fine. It all went away and we're ready to roll. So what are we doing today? We're doing a Topps Update hobby box. First one I've done. Share the experience with you guys. We got a Topps Chrome Light. Looking for, it's been about every other box. Gets you an auto. One of the black and white mini diamond autos too. So hopefully we can get somebody good. I mean, we've already beat the odds on the autographs. Speaking of beating the odds, we've already crushed the odds on the hot boxes, but we're going to keep going. Haven't done an Optic since it came out. So 2 guaranteed autos out of here. We got the auto or relic coming out of the update box. We got the black and white mini diamonds and another whole batch of black and white mini diamonds coming out of the Bowman Light. We're going to throw a guaranteed auto with the Snapshot. Guaranteed. And then we've got just a little spreader here. Spreading the teams around. A little bit of fire, a little bit of Bowman, and a little taste of Series 2. Because what's a break without Series 2? 2019 Series 2? It's not. It's not a break. It's just something else completely. A lot of names for it, none of which I can speak here. Johnny really likes the Optic. I do too. It's my favorite Panini product. Greenskeeper with $1.99 super getting in nice and early. Love me some afternoon delight. Smash that like. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Get an espresso machine. Yeah, I don't know. I've only had 2 espressos in my life, and I was too young when I had them. I was like, I don't know, like maybe like 16, 15. And I was just like, oh, this is horrible. Now I'd probably be like, the nectar of the gods. Everything I've ever wanted in a black, thick drink of caffeine. You're bidding on a 2018 Topps Chrome. 2018 Topps Chrome what? Hobby box? Blaster box? Value pack? Jumbo box? Any particular card? Scott says, good morning all. Need some advice, please. Pulled a Trout Big Head Ultra SSP from the 2021 Topps update. Should I hold it or sell it? You're going to want to hold on to that one, at least until you get it graded. Send that sucker away to the grade shop. There's no hurry, my friend. On a Mike Trout, like super duper card like that, there's no hurry. Take your time. It's not like it's going to go down, like all of a sudden Mike Trout's no good. He's one of the best players of all time. First ballot Hall of Famer, unanimous. Like don't worry about that card. But if it's, as long as it doesn't have some soft corners or anything, send that away to the grade shop. It's not really about the grade for a card like that. I mean, a 10 will look real nice, but it's about like presentation, authenticity. It's the look of it. You get that in a PSA slab, collectors will be drooling over it. Unless it, gets like an 8 or something. Even if it gets a 9, it's still a mint. If you think it could get under a 9, maybe just sell it raw, like right now. Put it up for auction, if that's what you want to do. But if it's a good-looking card, just wait a little bit. All right, guys. Let's get rolling here. We use this hobby box as a dice backboard. So, like, going along with that, I mean, I said, like, hold on to it unless you want to sell it right this minute, which sounds like 2 conflicting ideas. But here's the thing. When a release comes out, you've got about a week of, like, crazy hot hype. All the cards, like, you might not, unless you're a veteran and you know what cards kind of go for, generally what they're worth, even though they may not even have any comps. SPs, SSPs, gold cards, numbered cards, always more desirable. If you got any base cards, probably want to sell those immediately if you're looking to sell, because the value right off the rip is going to be pretty high. And then it kind of ticks down a little bit and then the next release comes out and people forget about it a little bit. Then you'll have like a Chrome release that comes out, and that'll, like, the hype for the Chrome cards will be high, and then the base cards will get a little bit lower. So that's the cycle, unless you have some gems that you want to send away. Now, if you have big name rookies, or even like superstar players, prospect cards that look like they could gem up, you're going to want to wait and do it that way. Here we go. 5 times, ladies and gentlemen. So come join me over on the spreadsheet. Okay, we're going to get these out of A to Z order real quick with a little shuffle. Randomize those 5 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We got the Cubs on top. Gonna drop these down. And over 5 on the names too. 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ryan is on top with the Cubs. Sort these A to Z. Whoops. Try that again. There we go. Okay. Got the volume down pretty low. You should be able to hear this. Here are your teams. Diamondbacks, Ben S. Braves, J Money. Orioles, Steve B. Red Sox, Jake S. Cubs, Ryan S. White Sox, Will S. Reds, JR. Indians, Ricky W. Rockies, JR. Tigers, Robert H. Astros, Alton M. Royals, Steve Y. Angels, Glenn S. Dodgers, J Money. Marlins, Crystal L. Brewers, Nikolai M. Twins, Alex B. Mets, Ernesto F. Yankees, Ernesto F. Athletics, Andrew L. Phillies, Ricky E. Pirates, Brandon K. Padres, Hector S. Giants, Brandon A. Mariners, Matthew D. Cardinals, Patrick R. Rays, Mike N. Rangers, Johnny Z. Blue Jays, Brandon K. Nationals, Steve Y. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to drop you a link to the buy-in sheet so you can check out your teams in case you missed them. Also on strikerbreaks.com homepage, you can also see this list. Very easy for you to access. This music is out of control loud for me. Lower that down a bit. Okay, we got the print going, and then we're going to get ready to roll. Kruger, what's up, my man? All is well. You're expecting a 21 update retail box in the mail today. It's your first opening of 21 update. Good luck, brother. Pull yourself a Kelnick. Little gold action. I've got a... Oh, Scott with a $10 super. Thank you, Striker. Appreciate it. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you. I've got a nice PC break planned for the future. And it's going to be a really good one. I think you guys will like it. Something that I've never done before. Where did my... Oh, that's what happened. My wife took my roll of tape. Oh, you dirty rat. She replaced it with a different one. Unacceptable. Look at this. Way too thick. Well, let me see if it'll work. She's lucky it works. I was wondering why this big thing of tape was sitting here. It's like, I didn't put that there. El Pepe Dipe says, really love that Bowman Platinum. Do you? That's good. That's good. A little something for everybody. I guess we're going to start with this because it's right here. We got one silver pack coming out of here. Maybe we can pull a clear card. Let's get a little bit of Keith action. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Anybody catch those UFC fights? What a great slate of great slate of fights. Just one after another. Every fight was phenomenal for the most part. The Gaethje fight right off the bat. First fight of the night. Well, the main card fight. It's incredible. What a beating of epic proportions, like both of them just unloading on each other. Please do more PC breaks. I would love to, Shag. It's very expensive, and I only have so much funds I can allocate towards my own cards. Like, I would love to do a break of every single thing that comes out. Like, usually I do. Most of the main cards that come out, I do a break, but I mean, not made of money. That's why I gotta sell some cards every now and then, stay in the game. All right, the silver pack. Does this have the special pack? Oh man, that's the jumbos only have that ultra special one. Gotta remember that. I didn't know that. The tech cards. Okay, there's a good one. The India silver pack and a Trout. That's a nice silver pack. Very nice silver pack. I mean, geez, both of these cards are stand worthy, but I guess I'll be... No, if I have the feeling that I want to put them on a stand, I'm going to. I know they're not numbered. I know I'm breaking my own rules. Sometimes you just get some pretty ones. You got to put them up there. Get a little eye candy going for the people. I don't know what India's cards are going for. Have you guys shopped around on India rookies? They should be going for a fair amount. He's a legendary player already. Go through top loaders like they're free. All right. About 60 for the golds. Yeah. Raw, that's not bad. Zach, how do you get into the breaks? Good question. I love it when someone asks because I always forget to post a link until someone asks. Here we go. If you want to become a slammer, which is a patron, member of Patreon, here's the link. It's pinned to the top. If you want to get involved in the break, sign up for that, and I notify the patrons when I list a break. All the slammers, they get a password, and they have the opportunity to buy in if they choose. Usually I do about 3 or 4 breaks a week. Okay. There's a Bowman. Pablo Sandoval. Just to put that in perspective, okay, so India a gold going for 60. The Tatis was going for between, like, it was about 80 in 2019, okay? 60 to 80. So that's a pretty good price, getting $60 for the India raw. Here's the thing about buying a raw gold card. You want to be really careful because they're hard to gem up. Always have a little white on the corner, something like that, So just, make sure you get a good look at it. And if you don't care about the condition, then look for the lower end ones. Lower cost ones. Kirilov debut. Oh yeah, the Bo Jackson with the pads and the bat. Why is it so expensive? Well, it depends, man. Because in a gem, they're really hard to gem up. And it's like an SP. I opened up a box or two of that not too long ago looking for that card in particular. It's like a short printed card, supposedly, and it's really hard to gem up. So you can find them raw, dime a dozen, but in a 10, much different story. It's a lot like the Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. They mass produced 89 everything. But to get it into a gem, it's really hard because since they mass produced it, the quality control is pretty bad. That's that scale. That's that hierarchy of cards that you have to be aware of. Because when you get back into the game, anybody who's fresh back into the game, they're looking to make an investment, maybe make a profit, maybe get a long-term hold. A lot of people that get back into the game think that they look at what something sold for recently, like maybe like a Jordan card recently sold for like a ton of money. And they're like, wow, I got Jordan cards in my collection. And then they're thinking, okay, I may make a couple bucks doing this. There's a lot to learn. Don't just go crazy and start buying cards. Come hang around here for a while. We'll talk. Look at this. We got a Soto. Major League Material Soto. One of the better ones to get. Loving it. That's, oh man, orange. It kind of looks like it should be numbered, doesn't it? It's like orange. Well, that one's going to Steve. Congratulations, Steve. Juan Soto. Do you know how much a short print Mountcastle from Series 1 goes for? No, I have that card, though, so why don't you look it up and tell me. Go to eBay. Just type it in on eBay. Do a little search. See what they sold for recently, raw. Or, you know, actually, you probably won't even be able to get one of those. I don't know if they have any of those graded unless someone went wild and spent, like, the big bucks getting it graded. Because, like, that's too soon, really, to have a whole bunch of them. I think at the time, right around that time was probably the last bulk that they allowed, and I don't know if any of that's came back yet. I sent stuff in. Geez, I don't even remember what month. If Cubby was around, he could tell me what month that was, but our orders just now made it past the first step. I think it was from the very beginning of the year. So it's been probably like, what, 8 months? Oh man, you kidding me? You don't want a piece of Juan Soto's jersey that he wore? Player worn memorabilia? I think that's pretty killer, Scott. Some of them are, you know, guys like some random pitcher that is like a relief pitcher and then never plays again. Like those are garbage, but and to some people they're not. But I'll take a Juan Soto relic any day of the week. Oh yeah, Mike Trout. Black gold Mike Trout. I'm going to put him on the stand with his buddy. Because I really like these black gold cards. Put him up there? I'm going to put him over here. We got a Trout sandwich. Mountcastle singles are cheap. Yeah, I mean, if raw Mountcastle card, there's millions of them, right? That's why graded. For a long time, I was a straight raw card guy. I didn't even want to mess around with getting cards graded, but the longer I've been back into the game and the more I see and understand about collecting, the more I respect and appreciate PSA 10s. Here's an India. Pretty funny. He's got the same look on all his cards, too. I remember when I was in wrestling in high school, and this guy, one of my friends, I would team up with him every once in a while to spar and whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what they call that, but he'd get this funny look on his face every single time. Like you're trying real hard and you're kind of like exasperated look on your face. I can't even remember what it was, but it was like he'd close his eyes and like he'd do like this. It was like that. And that was like, I'm putting everything into this look. And I've noticed baseball players have a lot of that too, like similar poses when they do the same thing over and over. Adam Simber. Goldish. I don't know. According to you, it means nothing, but according to a lot of people, it's still pretty cool. Dude wore it. You know. I mean, a game used, especially with that the little sticker on there where you can go find the game that they wore it in, definitely better. Once again, we're on a scale of what's the most desirable to what's the least desirable. Now that's a red one too, so like a plain white one is not as good as a red one. A numbered one is better than just the plain red one. A game used one is better than the player worn one. There's a whole layer, but you know, there's got to be whole different levels. Andrew Vaughn. Like they don't have to put anything in there, and you'd still buy the cards. Von Dracula. Yeah, this is update, man. Cha-ching. This is the first hobby I've opened of it. I see you over there on Twitch. Everybody check me out on Twitch. If you haven't subbed yet over on Twitch, I'd appreciate it. Or a follow. Give me a follow. It's free. And, you know, just in case something happens to the YouTube channel and we got to stream over there all the time. Good to get a head start. Plus, if you go give me a follow, your name will pop up. Bling! Right up there. And it'll be like, hey, this guy, he's the best. Nick asks, any key point advice for someone trying to get into the game to make a couple bucks? Rip packs versus individual card buys. Sell raw versus sell graded. I mean, that's like a multiple hour conversation that we can have. There's not really one quick, like, here's how you make a bunch of money. Although there are many ways to do it, and there are many ways to lose all your money too. And it's a luck game. You know, it's kind of a gamble. It's definitely a gamble. You can open up a box and not going to make anything. But if you just want to make money on investing in cards, you're going to want to do that by buying singles, individual cards, and hope that they go up. Like if you would have done that like 8 months ago, or however long, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, thinking like, I'm going to make a bunch of money buying singles. Well, then the market went down. You know, it's like the stock market. Things go up and down and up and down. Buy low, sell high, buy singles, but it's way funner opening packs and boxes of cards. There's prospecting. You can buy raw cards and then send them away. Hope you get them good graded. Like one way of potentially making money, potentially, allegedly, who knows, right? But one thing that you can do is buy a lot of cards, you know, like 10 Tatis firsts, Chrome, right? Like back in the day, like now they're super expensive, but so Bowman Chrome, here's one thing you may be able to do. This year's Bowman Chrome has a ton of young prospects. You could go out and do a bunch of research, figure out what's your guy, and then go on eBay and buy like lots of these raw Chrome cards. And then when bulk opens back up for PSA, send them away and hope you get a few gems out of it. And then hope those guys end up making something of themselves. But they're so young that you got a few years to actually, like, it doesn't really even matter. And you could find like the cheapest price guy in the best situation of those prospects from Bowman Chrome and just say, this is my guy. And you buy a bunch of them, maybe buy a couple numbered cards. That's if you want to speculate. On the other hand, you could go like, okay, Mike Trout, he's a little low. It's a buy low candidate right now. His rookie cards in a PSA 10 were selling for 10 grand not too long ago. Now they're way less than that. So it just kind of depends on how much money you have too. Like, do you got enough money to buy some Mike Trout rookies? What about a parallel Trout that's way more rare? You know, if you got like 8 grand, you could buy yourself a pretty sick PSA 10 Mike Trout rookie parallel. And I mean, he's the GOAT, and he's coming off an injury. That's all. A lot of times it's a gamble, but everything's a gamble. Life's a gamble. You're not going to make any money if you're not gambling a little bit. Otherwise, everybody'd be doing it, and it wouldn't be a gamble. It'd be a sure thing. And then you're not going to make much on a sure thing because that gap of profit closes. Got to know a lot about baseball. Ricky with the $4.99 super says, Striker, best breaker on the web. Smash that like. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. We got 42 likes. We can get to 100. It'd make my heart warm up, just like my stomach does with this hot cup of coffee. Casey Mize. But yeah, as far as long-term profitability that can outpace production of like PSA cards, you just numbered cards, numbered. Limited production from the releases that are desirable. Look at this foil board, red foil board Adam Engel. And if you're buying those raw cards, one thing you gotta be on the lookout for is centering. A lot of people that get back into the game, and the reason why I'm saying that a lot is because I get a ton of emails and messages and comments and posts from people like, hey, I'm getting back in. Where do I start? A lot of people that get back in, they don't know about centering. Centering. It's a big issue. I didn't when I got back in. I was just like, oh, look at that. That's sweet. And then you start figuring out like, oh, how's the weather in Michigan? Well, it's sunny, but it's cold. You know, you might look at a card like this and looks good to me. It's kind of tough to tell centering, so you got to get a discerning eye. When I first got back in, I just kind of look at, the corners look good. I don't know. Surface scratch on Chrome cards, surface scratches and centering is the biggest deal. Yeah, singles they're the best bet. Like, it's a gamble opening boxes and cases of cards. It's a big gamble, and it's very time consuming. There is money to be made depending on the release, depending on how much you get it for, to buy like a case. But it's very time consuming going through all those cards, because really if you want to end up plus EV, you gotta like hope that you can assemble a whole bunch of sets, and then there's not a ton of money to be made on the sets because you got to ship that out, and it's heavy heavy shipping. The amount of time you have to put in to hand collating these sets, it's a lot of time. So if you got time on your hands, it's kind of fun. It can be fun, but hard on the back depending on where you're doing it. Like for a while I was doing it on my living room floor, and I just get the piles all over the place. My back would hurt, when you're just like hunched over all these cards all day. It takes forever to do that. And then you're missing like just a couple of cards, or like maybe you're missing like one card on like 6 sets. That's annoying, because then you got to track that card down if you want to complete your set, or just say forget about it and you got a bunch of partial sets, which nobody wants. I mean, some people do, but the price has got to be really good. And they sell so many complete factory sets that, like you better be saving a good amount of money buying your secondary set that someone assembled on their own. Is that trout numbered? No, the trout's not numbered, but it's just such a pretty one. I love it. The black gold and the silver pack. I mean, it's a Mike Trout break. Michael's watching at work, ready to see some fire. Here's a Vaughn. Debut. We got the Badu. And another foil board card. Luis Torrance. So 2 foil board cards out of this hobby. That's not too bad. It's not bad at all. I've seen jumbos with only one. J Money, what's up, buddy? Not bad. We got a decent little spread going from the first box. Hobby boxes are pretty good. I don't know if they're all like this, but I'm kind of liking this. I didn't buy any when they had them on the Topps website. Did you guys end up buying any? They were cheaper. I think they were only like, $80, $79.99. Plus tax and shipping, though, gets you right around $100. So that's kind of what they're going for, $100. I just figured, I don't know if these are good enough, or if we're going to go the jumbo route in the future, or maybe attack the retail a little bit. I haven't figured that all out yet. If you guys want me to do a value series on Update, I'll try to do that. But it's going to take a little while. It's very time consuming to do those. And usually the same thing holds true every time. I do it because of that, Jesse and Bobby watching it work. Just so you guys can watch and do something at work. I know how tedious and boring it is at work. Just make sure you got that other tab lined up so you can just click off of this tab and go to the next one. This is some nice morning coffee break music. It's like we're in the jazz lounge. How about that? Another trout. I told you it's a trout break. Are we going to get the trout auto now? Dude, imagine if they have the trout black and white mini diamond auto. Yes, I'm going to call for it. I'm going to call for it right now. Nick with a $5 super says, appreciate the advice, my friend. Will be sticking around to keep learning more. Good, man. Make sure everybody who's hanging out gives the video a like and to subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you know when I go live. Get a notification on your phone. And when it'll notify you when I post new videos and all that. Kelnick debut there. Always trying to help out everybody with any advice I can give you. Tell you about the mistakes I've made and how to get better. Ryan Hendricks, rookie. Brown, allegedly gold. It's a magical debut. Can we get an SP out of here? That's the question. How rare are they? Oh man, the clear cards are 1 out of 1,600. So 1 out of 63 for the short prints. Short prints are tough. Fight Club. Jake, is that Fight Club? Or is that Office Space? Fight Club or Office Space? I get 2 guesses. You have any advice selling Project 70 cards? No, I can't tell you any advice because I've never done that before. Here's the problem. Why would somebody buy a Project 70 card club, Project 70 card from you when they could have just bought one? Like they had, I don't know how long they go on sale for, a couple weeks, a month, something like that, a couple weeks. So unless it's a parallel, I don't think there's like a bunch of money to be made on those. I could be wrong. And there's probably ones that come along that are more desirable than others. And especially like when you sell them quickly. But you got to think about game theory. What's everybody else doing? Is everybody else buying this same card and then just trying to flip it? And then when I have to pay my fees, eBay fees, and then shipping, is there any money to really be made? A couple of bucks? And then is it worth a couple of bucks, $5-10, let's say, profit? Is it worth your time to go through all of that work and then to ship it out and to sell it? Probably not. So I don't really know that there's a lot of money to be made unless you have a parallel. If you get the parallels or the autograph versions or the short prints or whatever, yeah, then those are definitely worth it. But how many do you have to buy to hopefully get a parallel? I bought, I think like 10 of those Tatis ones or 20. I bought a bunch of them hoping to find a parallel. Didn't find one. So now I just give them away. Keep a few, give the rest away. Office Space, okay, good. There's the Cronenworth Cup debut. I like that card. It's got the camo jersey and the cup up there. Opening day cards, not the most desirable. There are some cards out of the opening day set, but opening day is like the lowest end of the tops. It's like opening day and then big league. They're really designed mostly for kids because they have mascots and stuff like that. But like you can pull the autographs and like short prints, I think, out of there can be pretty desirable. I remember in 2020, the Luis Robert, that was his first card. So that was a pretty desirable collectible card coming out of there. But for the most part, opening day is not really very big. Very inexpensive. Very thin cardstock. Thinner cardstock than even the base flagship stuff. Sam Hentges for the Indians. Opening day dirt relics are cool. Yeah, they have dirt relics in there that are pretty sweet. So there are definitely cards that you can get out of there that are valuable, but we ripped a whole case one time, and what a nightmare. I'll never do it again. A whole case of opening day. I still have a bunch of them. I'm going to give them away. I was going to give them away to a school, elementary school for kids, but then the stuff hit last year and they weren't accepting, so I'm going to give them away. I'm going to try to give them away this year. That's how it is. Like, maybe I can give them away or maybe not. That's opening day for you. Yeah, I did the giveaway on the mantle cards, Anthony. The last video at the end of the stream, we did the drawing. This is the last pack. Nothing. All right, so actually we got a nice spread out of that box. Pretty impressive. 2 foil board. How many golds did we get? Because that's important. So we got a rainbow foil. There's a gold. There's 2 golds. 2 rainbow foils. Okay. 2 golds, 2 foils, 2 numbered foil boards. We got the black gold, good relic, and 2 silver pack cards that are really good too. So that was an excellent box all around. Let's jump into this. Speaking of lower end stuff, I would say fire is definitely more desirable than opening day. Definitely. But this is a lower end product that's actually pretty fun. Pretty flamboyant designs. And you get like a numbered parallel per box. It's got a good checklist too. You can get the India cards out of here. But this is an affordable break. So we gotta include some affordable boxes. But this design's also kind of catered to a younger audience. Schmidt says, opened a hobby of update this morning. No foil boards, but 2 vintage stock and a camel. Oh, wow. 2 vintage stock? I've never opened a box with 2 vintage stocks. Let alone also a camel. Camo. Greenskeeper, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glad I don't. If people are fired up over it, I don't want anything to do with it. Because it's probably nonsense. Do bazookas hold value? Oh, yeah. Yeah, bazookas are a desirable parallel for sure. Especially if you get someone good. Like a Mize, a rookie. A good bazooka rookie can be super expensive. Especially gemmed up. Make sure, you know, there's a big difference between a raw card and a gem. But I usually use, like, you can use an 8 as a general raw value. However, with modern cards, if you're getting 8s, it's almost harder to get an 8 than it is a 9. Oh my gosh, we got an autograph out of here. Look at that! Jackie Bradley Jr. auto out of our firebox. That is killer. Bonus! Jackie's got a nice sig, doesn't he? Took his time. Old Jackie hasn't been signing much stuff lately. He was like, you want me to sign? Okay. How many? However many you want. Very good. We got the brew crew today. Nikolai! Congratulations. That one's hard to show up. It's got a beefy glare. So the question now is, do we get a parallel and an autograph out of these? You got an auto Kirilov bazooka. That's a beauty. Glenn, nice card. Don't sell low on Kirilov. Kirilov didn't have a great season, got hurt, all that stuff. He's a high-end prospect type player. So definitely hold off. Let him make an all-star game. And then if you want to sell it, then sell it. Roan, my brother, what's happening? Love to see you here. We're doing a little coffee break. Cheers. And you got the Cronenworth G-Funk. Oh, that's actually a pretty good one, man. The red, I can't, fire? The fire entry? Flame. I think that's the flame parallel of Kelnick. That's a good one too. So fire was a good release with all, like, man, I think fire might have the best checklist of the year. If you can get a Kelnick and India out of there, honestly. I'm digging that. I'm gonna put them on a stand. Because think about it, you have to go update route to get Kelnick. And Vaughn's out of here too, I think. This is like everybody good. In order to hit all these guys, you'd have to go Series 1, Series 2, and update. Or fire. So did we get the parallel? I don't think we got a parallel. I think instead we got the auto. Numbered parallel, that is. You bought another F1 card? Hey. Well, good luck to him. Good luck to ya. And to those guys. Hopefully they don't die in a flaming inferno. Or maybe that'd be good for the value of their cards. I don't know. I'm not going to wish that they die in a flaming inferno. But you got the purple parallel, Hayden, to 99 out of one of these. Very good. If you're wondering, this is 2021 Bowman. A few guys we're looking for out of here. Blaze Jordan's the big one. Sabato. Dude, we pulled 7 Sabatos out of that first edition when I was packing them up and sending those cards out. 7 Sabatos out of one box. Unbelievable. Austin Martin coming out of here. Alcantara. Acosta. Joe Mess, you found some Bowman Chrome Megas Saturday at Walmart. Nice, dude. Dude, guess what I found? So I was out looking on Friday for those very same things. Didn't find any. I only went to one because I had to go out to Walmart anyway. But what I did find, and I bought my limit, which was 3, and I regretted it. I kind of regret it. I'll have to show you guys. I'll show you what I got. Could have just told you. I guess I didn't need to actually show you, but I haven't seen these in the wild. So I was like, oh, wow. Topps Chrome hanger boxes. They were $27. Retail. $27 for 5 4-card packs. She's like, it was almost like $80 or something. I'm like, what? How much was that? I'm thinking those boxes, because in the past, weren't those little hanger boxes like $14.99? Almost doubled in price. Target, yeah, they were almost as much as the Topps Chrome Blaster boxes. They better have, so I'm thinking like they better have something good in them, but I don't see anything on there that says like what they have. Anything special? It doesn't look like anything special, so I don't know. If you don't pay that much for them. Look at this. Here's a parallel of Nova. Big prospect. Fluorescent green to $3.99. Going to Houston. Alton. Congratulations on the board. Schmidt pulled a Tatis Gold Chrome out of a Walmart hanger a few weeks ago. Did you? Well, also I'm looking at, because I never included these in the value series, but I'm looking at the odds. They don't look good. 1 out of 112 for a negative. Magenta 1 out of 113. They're all 1 out of hundreds or more for any of these numbered parallels. It just doesn't seem that good to me. I don't know. Some of those hanger boxes are look at this. What is this? Oh man, we got 2 parallels out of this box. Magenta. And it's in India. That's to 199. Magenta Wave. 164 out of 199. That's a sweet card. JR. Diane says I've opened several hangers and we've gotten 2 on-card autos. Wow. Maybe hangers are okay. I mean, just for that price, though. There's got to be something with those hangers that make it worth buying that I don't know about. Are the autos like easier to pull or something? Doesn't look like it. Rookie auto, 1 out of 63. Rookie auto, 1 out of 63. I don't know. Doesn't seem that good. Roan pulled a 99 green Soto photo variation out of a Walmart blaster a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's sick. Dude, 3 parallels out of this box. This is a sick one too, the Cronenworth. Wow, Cronenworth to $4.99. Sky blue. Can you believe this? 3 parallels out of this blaster box. Most of the time you get... Almost every one you'll get 1. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get 2. Very rarely. Very, very... Like, I don't know if I've ever seen 3 out of 1 box. It's got to be super rare. How about a guaranteed autograph coming out of this Snapshots box? These little numbers are... It's an enjoyable little open. Because you can get a numbered card out of here and an autograph for a very reasonable price. Casey Mize. This might be the cheapest, even on the secondary market. This might be the cheapest autograph, Topps autograph you can get. There's a Carlson. Snapshots Carlson. It looks like an old-time photo. And then there's this guy, who I've pulled at least 3 of his autographs out of these. But it is on card. And then we got a parallel right behind it. I think that'll be numbered. No, it won't be. Okay. Franklin Colomb. Ernesto getting in on it. Unbelievable. That guy. Over and over and over. The Tavares black and white. We got the Trout. Told you, Trout box. This is the 4th different Trout we've pulled today. Trout break. All right, one last pack, loose pack, and then we got some boxes. See if we can get lucky enough to pull a Tatis out of here. Almost to 100. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, please do me a solid. Let's get to 100. The good part of the pack. Oh, I think I see something good here. I think we got something good. Oh, yeah. You know what Peter O'Brien means? If you don't know, now you know. Tatis rookie. Jackpot. Oh, I love it when we pull a Tatis. Hector, congratulations. Bam! You wonder why I include these little Valley packs. It's just the best. They're so good. What a nice little break we got going here. Put them here. You can go over here. And the Tigers rainbow foil. Anything else? Are we going to get anything else out of this box? A little special something maybe? It's a pack, not a box. Infield. Okay. I guess we will. Tatis and Eloy. Wow, what a pack. Will. Congratulations, Will. I'm telling you, I know how to put them together. Clean. What's the Reds card? Well, that's a Jonathan India to 199, and then we got the silver pack India as well. Let's keep maybe something else, because sometimes you can get the Eloy and the Pete. What if we got all three? Oh, that tells me we're not going to get anything else. Every time I see Noah Syndergaard, the rest of the pack is just... Watch. See. It's all right. We got plenty out of that. Plenty. Just get this stack of base out of the way, because we got a lot more to go. All right. How about the Optic? Come on, Hot Box. Let's go, baby. Do your thing, Keith. Billy? Don't cut me. Thank you. Indy's your fave? Yeah, I like him too. I love the fact that he's like leading off. That's huge. In a highly productive offense like that, I don't know if they're planning on keeping Castellanos, but I know he's like free agent now. So, but he's a big deal in that offense, Castellanos. So it might, unless they get somebody else, I think they're going to take a step back offensively. However, if India takes a step forward, even like he was already just crazy good. Let's just really quick talk about India's stats. Real quick. Dude had a 3.9 WAR this year. That's very good for a rookie. He hit 21 home runs. Batted 269. Not horrible. 113 OPS plus. Almost scored 100 runs. Had 98 runs. How many steals? 12 stolen bases. He's like an all-around good on base of 376. So he's approaching that key 400 like elite mark. India. Keep an eye on him. So anytime you get a numbered card out of your first pack, you got to start thinking, did I get a hot box? Well, it's looking good. That's to 125. I'm not going to put them all on stand. I mean, if we have a hot box, I suppose we could get a couple stands full of them. I suppose. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. But usually with Panini stuff, it's 99 or less for the stands. This pack will tell us what we need to know. If this next card is numbered, It's a prism. Silver prism, not numbered. So we may have just gotten lucky out of that first pack. Pretty sure every pack has a parallel. There's the India. Another prism, another silver prism out of there. That's the Unleashed. Yeah, Sam. Team breaks are you whatever team you get all the cards for that team. All card ship. Riley Green rated prospect. Okay, we didn't get the hot box. Unless we got an auto hot. Still a chance. We did probably have to get one in this pack. Man, this is like a prism hot box. Another prism. Nicky Lopez, top 3 shortstop in the AL. I don't know about that one, Manny. I do love your gravy, though. I guess I'd have to come up with a different list, though, in order to challenge that. I'd put Bo up there. I'd put Correa up there. I just need a list of the teams fresh in my head. I guess I could glance over here. Polanco. Simmons. Maybe. Wow. It's pretty. Oh, Tim Anderson. So there's 3 right there that are better. But yeah, top 4. I'll give you top 4. I don't know. Nicky Lopez isn't my guy, but maybe you're right. I'll give you top 4. I will check out what Nicky Lopez did because we got time. Not gonna bring him up. There he is. Oh, wow. 4.2 WAR. 4.2 WAR. He batted 300, 78 runs, 22 stolen bases. Yeah, not bad. Outlier year for sure, because he batted 300 this year, but last year he batted 201 and 240 before that. So either maybe he's just getting into the swing of things. On base, 365. OPS plus 102. This is okay. Yeah, he's pretty good. He had a good year. Definitely. He's a little old. He's 26 to have his like breakout year. Before this year, he didn't do anything. 5'11", 180, decent size, like especially for a shortstop. It's a good size, not too big. A lot of the shortstops these days are like bigger. All right, here we go. Parallel. Nick Madrigal, rated rookie. 20 out of 35. That's a banger. Definitely. Bogarts. Oh yeah, we forgot about Bogarts too. Nick of time. Top 5. Nicky Lopez, top 5. Of Lopez. Bought that one. Chris has got a Nicky Lopez Dirty Jersey Triple Threads Auto Future Stars. Yeah, I don't think I have any. Well, I mean, I've got to have some Nicky Lopez cards. I don't, off the top of my head, I can't think of it. I'm sure I've got it. Probably go through my autos and relics and find some of his. Okay, where are the autographs? They're in here somewhere. Autographs? They better be. We got to the 100 like threshold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There it is. Joey Bart. Joey Bart autograph going to Brandon. Congratulations, Brandon. Oops. That's no good. These cards are just... they're slippery. The Optic cards. Derek, it's going great, man. We're filling up the stage. Oh! The Prism. Silver Prism, Jared Kalnick. Nice sig to get, Joey Bart. It's all right. I've never been a Joey Bart guy, but he's a top prospect. Now he's got an opening to play, get all the PT he wants. So it's a pretty good one to get. I don't know his prices though. Never looked him up, so I can't say for sure. But at least it's an offensive player. Could be some scrub pitcher. What's this? What card is that? Is that a pretty rare one? Neon? I don't really... I guess I haven't opened up enough of these to know. Only opened up about half a dozen of these boxes. Optic boxes. Here we go. Here's our auto, and it's numbered. Luis Patino. That's on card. Very good. On card numbered to 75. Going to Hector. It's a legit auto, too. Look at that thing. That is legit. He took his time. Extravagant. I like this Madrigal. Look at this thing to 35. I love the velocity. Does the Vlad need to be on a stand? I thought that was something special, but I didn't know for sure. It was in the spot of the pack that made me feel like that was special. Neon? Yeah, I don't really recognize that. Is that a case hit? Case hit, says Ryan. Boom. We get so many case hits. So many case hits. There it is. Brandon K got this one. That is a sick card. I like how the outline around his body's refractive as well. That's cool. Mookie Prism. Here we got a blue. Oh, the blue Mize. Blue Mize, number to 75. This is a good box. Okay, we've got, let's do this one. Bowman Chrome Light. Get a good. That Vlad on eBay is about 70. Wow. Current bid around 20. Yeah, you never know till it's over because a lot of people snipe. They do those last second bids. I do. If I'm bidding on eBay, I wait till there's about 3 seconds left and then put in a snipe. Here's our first mini diamond Austin Wells. Get a little stand going for those. Kiro first, Carreras first. How's it going, Brad? Greenskeeper needs a Red Sox hit. Let's see what we can do about that. Alcantara. Malcolm Nunez first. And Polanco first. Good first coming out of here. Asa Lacy. B-dub number 2. That one's going to Steve. Aguilar first. I know, Jeremy, don't they? They look so good. They're my favorite parallels that have came out this year. Although a lot of sweet parallels from Topps came out this year. But those are my favorite. Oh, we got an orange. Come on, big money. Let me see it first. It's a rookie. Oh, is that a Mize? An orange Mize? Scooble. Still, the orange on orange is hot. 4 out of 25. Tarek Scooble. Going to Robert. Congratulations, Robert. It's a sick one. Dude, I'm telling you, Bowman Chrome Light boxes. Just allegedly buy a bunch of them. Sit on them. That may or may not be a good idea. Johnny Piron. Well, it's a first. Oh man, this guy's so young. Holy. Wow. Knowing the Rays, this is probably like the next biggest guy. 04. This guy was born in 04. That's what I like to see. He gets his own stand. Top loaded. Riley and Acosta. Triple Threads drops on Wednesday. Got to get some of that. All right, here's a numbered card. Oh, and the Luis Rodriguez. We got a Bellinger to $4.99. Beauty. Man, that's a dick. It's not SP, is it? No. Sometimes the photo variations, unless you open a lot of something, you can't really tell. Boom. There he is. J Money. Hippolito. Should you open them or should you save them? Depends on what kind of willpower you have, I guess. If you save them, a year from now, they'll probably be worth 2.5 times as much. Maybe twice as much. It just kind of depends. But then you got to take out fees and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean... And a Bobby Witt Jr. numbered to $4.99. So a couple of numbered refractors. Man, these boxes are just loaded. Every time I open one, I'm like, no wonder I love these. And the Diaz first. Crushing, crushing, crushing. Follow it up. A couple more firsts. Yeah, but Michael, what if he makes it in like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years? What if he makes it in like 2 years? Next Tatis? You know, like any of these guys, that's what I'm thinking. They all have potential since they're already drafted, and there are like a bunch of them, 17, 18 years old. All they have to do is make it early by the time they're like 20, and you got yourself the next big thing. Never know. I mean, these guys are professional scouts. These teams have professional scouting teams. All they do is monitor international baseball players. They're not going to draft them and pay them a bunch of money unless they have at least a chance of being something. They're already one of the best players in the world if they're drafted to the majors. I mean, they're probably very raw, but they all have like tools at their ability, and they have some kind of coachability, and they have like dedication. They have a lot of things that are already going in their favor. No, yes, most of them, they don't make it. They never pan out, but some do. The coffee is officially room temperature, so that'll be that. That'll be it for the coffee. Also, I've drank about 3 cups already, so that's probably plenty. Last box. We're doing some light. It's a light day, a light break. Topps Chrome Light. We're hoping to pull a black and white mini diamond autograph out of here. You missed the Halloween backdrop. I'll get some Christmas decor going after Thanksgiving. Maybe, if I feel like it. Hey, Eugenio Suarez, refractor. You grind your own bean now, Roan? I should consider doing that. You know, when I was working at a restaurant, the rep came in, because we had the choice. We could grind our own and go through that whole process, or get it pre-ground. And he said that it's actually more fresh. You get a fresher coffee if you buy it pre-ground, because they put it right into a vacuum sealed pouch. Like the beans are fresh and they grind them right away, and then they seal that stuff in there. That's what he said. But the smell of the grinding of the beans sounds delicious. In the morning, like that smell fills the air. Also, when you go down the coffee aisle and you grind them, you know, that grinding smell. My mom used to do that. I remember being a kid. She'd grind up a bag, take it home. I can still smell it. Isak, black and white. Get another stand going. Gonna have a lot of those today. Glass now. Brandon, how's it going? You got something, Brandon. If you're just now getting here, I can't remember what you got. You had the Pirates. Pirates and the Blue Jays. Oh yeah, you got a case hit, Vlad. Look at this. That's case hit. Neon. Okay, a rookie parallel. That's what we want to see. Is that Dr. Sticks? I know that wrist from a mile away. It is Tristan McKenzie. The doctor's in the house. to $3.99. Going to Ricky. Nice and loaded. B-Shep, what's happening? Upton refractor. We've gotten a lot of refractors out of here already. 3 refractors already out of this little box. Vlad's red light district. Eric Hosmer. Another? Dude, I think we got a mistake box with too many refractors in it. 4 refractors already? They're supposed to be 1 out of 6. So we've already beaten the odds. Do you prefer the Topps mini diamonds or the Bowmans? Well, they're the same, but I like getting a Bowman first with the mini diamond. But then a mini diamond rookie also is like, you know, they're on the same level. They're on the same page as far as collectability. The firsts are technically more collectible, but we don't know if any of these guys are going to be, right? But with the rookies, at least they already made it that far. They've already been a big prospect. So those are cool too. I like them both, man, but getting a Bowman first in a parallel is huge. Especially if they're anything, if they make it to be anything. And I just like, I'm always going back to my guys, you know, like Acuna, Vlad, Tatis, like these kind of guys. They're first in a parallel. Unbelievably expensive. So especially with, it doesn't matter if it's not numbered. They're super rare and everybody knows it. Another refractor, guys. We got some kind of a refractor hot box here. It's a rookie too. Dude, is that 7? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, maybe it's not as many. I thought there was more. Yep, 5. Hold on. Okay, 5 of them already. Look at that. Let's keep them going. We got a bunch of packs left too. Brandon B, what's happening? There's Dylan Carlson, rookie. Another black and white. Mad Max. And another refractor. Benintendi. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? With these refractors? Just gonna stack them up. Refractathon. There's a Carlson base. Another refractor, you guys. And Joe Adele back there. Unreal. Unbelievable. Refractor hotbox. It's always something new here on Striker Breaks. Alex Kirilloff, rookie. Yeah, but where are the prisms? See? Oh, wait. The refractors are 1 out of 3. Prisms are 1 out of 6. I don't think we've gotten a prism yet. We're getting more refractors than we are prisms. But that's okay, because refractors are just as, if not more desirable than the prism version in certain situations. That's a nice one. A Bryce. Another one. Austin Riley. Let's count the refractors. I lost track. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Altuve's refractor makes him look taller. It does. He looks like a man mountain. Okay, well, that is the break. Let's look at all the gravy. We got a Tristan McKenzie. Dr. Sticks himself to $3.99. Johnny Pirone. Black and white. Here's all the other black and white mini diamonds. We got a Bryce, Scherzer, Diaz, Rodriguez, Lacey, Wells, Isak, Bobby Witt Jr. to $4.99. Luis Rodriguez first. Cody Bellinger refractor to $4.99. Look at this Tarek Skubal, the orange on orange, loving it, to $25. And a blue Casey Mize. That one's to $75, the rated rookie. We got this case hit Vlad Neon. Killer. Patino, blue auto, on-card auto to $75, rated rookie. Got the Joey Bart auto. Look at this Madrigal. The velocity number to 35. Killer. And the Santander, also pretty cool, to $125. Nova to $3.99. India to $1.99. Cronenworth, all three of those one blaster box. Cronenworth to $4.99. All three of those parallels. One blaster box. Tatis rookie out of one. These both came out of the same value pack. And Kilome again out of the archives. I swear if I see you again, it's not going to be good for either of us. Kelnick, the Flame parallel. And out of our blaster, we got an autograph. So Jackie Bradley Jr. auto out of the blaster. So this is all the stuff that we got out of one hobby box, which is killer. It was a Trout day too, so a bunch of Trout cards. We got the black gold Trout, Juan Soto relic, India silver pack, Torrens, that's the $2.99, the orange foil board, and Trout silver pack, and Adam Engel to $1.99 foil board, all out of that same hobby box. Heck of a hobby box. So that was my first one. I'd have to say, I think that was just like a really good box, but maybe, I don't know, you know, it could, if that's normal, then the hobbies are in the conversation. Now, if it's $100 for a hobby box and it's $200 for a jumbo, I'm going to lean jumbo, because you also get the gold foil cards that you can only get out of the jumbos. You get an additional silver pack, and you get that sweet tech pack. So jumbos are looking like the way to go. However, hobby's not bad. Like if you can only afford $100, I think a hobby's a pretty good way to go. And, you know, retail, just anything update is fine. Seems like a good value, a good deal for whatever you pull. So I hope you guys enjoyed the break. We'll do another one tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all